Okay, we're back. So, this is a new guitar. Comes with a poster. Comes with, well, I guess you could tell it's going to be an Epiphone. We got just paperwork, looks like. Got some stickers. Always gotta love the stickers from Epiphone. And I'll tell you what, let's see here. Sorry about that, folks. One thing I'm not seeing here, though, which is kind of bumming me out, is that a lot of these shipped with with something to protect them against humidity, like a humidity pack. And I'm not seeing that with this, which is a bummer because I would have bought one. Oh wow, hold on people. You heard that. Okay. Well, that's real pretty. Now I'm going to go over this with a fine-tooth comb, but I'll tell you right now, the neck feels identical to my Hummingbird. Wow, that's a sharp-looking piece of mahogany. Solid back and sides, solid Sitka spruce top. We'll have to change out those end pins. All right, well, stick around. We'll be right back. I'll get her tuned up, check her out, make sure everything's correct. And here we go, let's pull this out of there. There we go. So it is a new guitar day. It's the Epiphone inspired by Gibson Hummingbird. I went with natural because I already have a Cherry Sunburst Gibson. And it looks like a very, very nice, fine guitar. So we'll be right back. I just tuned up the guitar and it's a piece of garbage. Looks really, really pretty, but it actually has a crack in the back. Hold on, I'll flip it around so you guys can get a better view of that. So the guitar is destroyed. All right, so here we go. Let's get a shot of this. You see it there? Yep. And it's, yeah, there you go. You see it right there. So yeah, it's got a cracked back. The strings are completely shot. And it doesn't play past the, right here. It's got horrible fret sprout. You know, everyone raves about these. You know, I've been doing my homework. And this is a piece of garbage. I wouldn't even burn this in a wood stove. I'm sure, you know, everyone wants to say, oh, you know, Gibson could be just as bad. You're probably right. And it's a real shame too, because it's a beautiful fingerboard. But look at the fingerboard, and then look how dry this piece of wood is. I heard good things about them when they did their launch. Everyone was raving about how good these guitars are. And that's great and all. But to be honest, to wait this many days just to get a guitar with a cracked back, I'm kind of pissed off. And again, it's a piece of junk. And I bought a hard case for it. They were out of the Epiphone, so I had to buy the Gibson. Well, I didn't have to, but I bought the Gibson. And I'll keep the hard case because, you know, I want a good hard case for my actual Hummingbird. The case I have is worth too much. But yeah, I have gigs lined up, and now I have no guitar to play them with. So I'll be calling American Music Supply. It's not American Music Supply's fault. Epiphone, you should be ashamed of yourselves. This is complete trash. get your people back in line. Either that or all the major YouTubers are just full of, you know what I want to say. Oh, and in addition to that, you could easily cut yourself on these frets. I mean, they're sticking out so badly. Hey guys, I just wanted to interject real quick because I know there's a lot of bitching and moaning going on. So let me be very clear and specific as to the problems of this Epiphone. The back did have a crack going from the lower belt, probably 3/4 of the way up in the mahogany. It could be seen from both the inside and the outside. Now, that wasn't enough. The neck is warped. If you're just playing cowboy chords in first position and you change the strings out, you may never know, other than the super sharp frets cutting into your hand. But on the G, B, and E strings past the 8th fret, it's unplayable. It fretted out. It's not an issue of setup. The fingerboard, you would have to fix this guitar. The frets would have to be pulled, and the fingerboard would actually have to be planed level again. It would have to be refretted. Okay, so I'm just giving you an idea. Now, I don't know, I can't speak to the cost of that kind of repair for you or wherever you might be living in the world, but a major job like that is going to cost you at least half of what the value of the instrument is. And at that point, I mean, you're looking at another $300 or $400 to cleat to properly. Now, there are a lot of hack repair people out there. Look, they say they know what they're doing. If they're not using hide glue or at least tight bond to do acoustic repairs, then don't take your instrument to them. So I am digressing, but the instrument is unrepairable relative to what the cost or value of the instrument is. And because of the chemicals used in the poly process for the finish, you couldn't even use it to burn it for firewood. So it wasn't a joke. It's a real shame, and it's a shame that it got out of Epiphone's QC. That just tells me that their management was on them in the beginning to keep an eye on things. And then once they sold a certain number and reached their goals, everybody at the plant was let up off of. I mean, that's retail, that's business. And, you know, it was great for those of you that got in on, you know, Inspired by Gibson early on and you got a good one. Congratulations. Make sure you keep it in a very, you know, temperature and humidity controlled area, because, you know, it might sound as good as a Gibson, but it won't last, because the material that's used is not the same quality. If they had used a better mahogany for the neck and a better fingerboard wood, God knows what wood they actually used for the fingerboard, but if they had used seasoned wood properly, it wouldn't have been so susceptible to minor changes in temperature and humidity. So, you know, just beware. The guitar, again, you know, if you're just learning, sure, it looks pretty, might get you through a year or two, but you leave it in an apartment building and the heat goes out, one afternoon you're going to come home and your guitar is going to be twisted into something unrecognizable. And why? I mean, it's almost $900. So to me, that's still a lot of money. Maybe to some of you, you think $900 is like a joke. Well, you know, for me to make that, I have to work a lot of hours, and really, you know, $900 is a lot of money to me. So at any rate, I just wanted to put this in here real quick. Let's get back to the video. Thanks for stopping by. Please don't buy an acoustic instrument unless you can physically play it first, or the shop that you're getting it from has 100% money back guarantee and is willing to cover shipping charges. If they're not willing to do that, then you're going to have to get in the car and make a trip somewhere. So, all right, back to the video. It's just a real disappointment. It's not a neck adjustment issue. I mean, the guitar's got a cracked back. And I'm not even sure if I can see the crack all the way through. I don't have sufficient lighting to record this. Yeah, you're not going to be able to tell in the video, but the crack goes all the way through. Here, let's see if I can get a better shot of that. But my best advice to everyone that's buying an acoustic instrument: don't buy it unless you can play it first. I don't think I'll ever buy another acoustic instrument online. I took a gamble with this, and if they were the price that they were when they released them, it might be okay. But it's a $900 guitar. You can get a Yamaha. You can get a Yamaha or an Alvarez. Oh man, I'm starting. Yeah, there are fractures all in the top. There's blemishes everywhere. Companies, you can't do this to people. You can't start off doing something great and then just give up and decide, oh, okay, well, we did the first launch, so now everyone thinks they're going to be great. This is complete and utter garbage. You know what? I feel bad for you guys in Indonesia. Whoever put a pass on this should be fired. Shame on you. Shame on you. Complete garbage. Here it is. And the strings, dead. I mean, and it's not like the action's crazy bad, but I mean, the neck is like a roller coaster. It's twisted and it's got a huge dip. See it? Well, you know. Good luck. It's a gamble. So now I have to call AMS and schedule a return. Yeah, I'm pissed. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and leave a like. You know, I'm honest. I'm a working musician. I don't have time or money to waste on companies that won't put out consistent products. I see all these other YouTubers raving about it, all these shills raving about it. This is not inspired. You should be ashamed of this product. Here, I just wanted to add this on the end real quick. So this is a real Gibson Hummingbird, folks. All right. Now, I've bought Epiphones before. Their electrics are fine. This case, guess where it's made? China. $250 for a Chinese-made case. I don't want to get all political, but we should all really think about why we're sending all our money to a communist country that has child slavery. Anyway, did I say that out loud? Maybe I'll lose some subscribers from that. But I'm just being honest. This case is okay. But I'm going to return this too. I'm going to get just a less expensive gator case. I mean, all comes from the same sweatshop, right? Maybe the gators are still made somewhere decent. but this case barely has any. Yeah. Then, incidentally, there were no pictures of what the interior looked like on the website or anywhere I could find online. So it's kind of pinkish red, I guess. I know in this light it might look a little different. But yeah, case is going back too. So big disappointment. Epiphone Hummingbird is a complete fail. Save your money. Get something made in Japan or America. But don't waste your money. Well, actually, that's not fair. Alvarez, their Master Work series looks to be a quality instrument. I think I'll try one of those guitars next. Thank you for stopping by. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.